You guys are not ready for this. What just dropped is straight-up explosive, and if you thought you knew the full story about Jay-Z and Beyoncé, think again. 5 minutes ago, Jaguar Wright? Yes, the same Jaguar Wright who's been spilling industry secrets for years, just went live with a revelation that could rewrite the history of one of the most untouchable power couples in music. I'm talking exclusive, leaked, and absolutely unbelievable claims that have social media literally catching fire as we speak. According to insiders who were supposedly in the room during this conversation, Jaguar didn't hold back. She allegedly exposed alleged manipulation, power plays, and control tactics that allegedly happened early in Beyoncé's career. And trust me, she said things no one was expecting. Screenshots of supposed DMs and private messages allegedly leaked to her reportedly suggest that Jay-Z might have had a hand in guiding, and some would argue controlling, key moves in Beyoncé's career. And while people are debating how much truth there is to it, the intensity of what she revealed is already enough to have the internet divided. Fans are already going wild. Twitter is trending, Instagram fan pages are blowing up, and the comments? Pure chaos. People are saying this is the realest insider story they've ever seen, while others are calling it too wild to be true. But what makes this even crazier is that Jaguar allegedly hinted at even deeper secrets. Things about record deals, management, and influence in the early 2000s that nobody has ever publicly confirmed until now. And here's the kicker. She didn't just accuse, she allegedly brought receipts. Screenshots, alleged insider text messages, and names dropped in her IG Live that reportedly leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the couple's rise to fame. I'm not exaggerating when I say this could change the way fans, and maybe even the industry, see Beyoncé's journey forever. You won't want to blink. The first twist she revealed might already have people rethinking the blueprint of Beyoncé's empire. But that's just the beginning. The story gets darker, deeper, and more twisted as insiders allegedly leak receipts that no one expected. Stick around, because when we get into the timeline, the alleged texts, the screenshots, and the untold conversations, you're going to feel like you're watching a scandal unfold in real time. Before we even dive into what Jaguar Wright allegedly exposed 5 minutes ago, you need context, because this isn't some random tea. This is decades of history, power moves, and industry politics all colliding. Jaguar Wright is no stranger to speaking truth to power. She's been known to drop bombs about the music business, unveiling stories behind the scenes that most people wouldn't dare touch publicly. And now, according to what she just revealed in her live stream, she's shining a light on one of the most iconic music partnerships in history, Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Fans are already split, but insiders are saying there's more to this than people realize. Let's start at the beginning. Beyoncé, from Destiny's Child to her solo career, has been groomed as one of the biggest pop and R&B icons in the world. But according to Jaguar, the story behind the empire isn't as glamorous as fans have been told. Allegedly, Jay-Z's influence in her early career went beyond mentorship. It involved strategic manipulation, management decisions, and alleged power plays that reportedly shaped not just her music, but also her image, opportunities, and even public perception. Fans have speculated about this before, but Jaguar allegedly confirmed it in a way that's concrete enough to make people question every move in Beyoncé's trajectory. Jay-Z, of course, is known as a mogul, a businessman, and a master of leverage. Over the years, he's cultivated a reputation for controlling contracts, negotiating deals, and steering the careers of artists he's affiliated with. His relationship with Beyoncé, while publicly framed as a partnership, is now being scrutinized by insiders who suggest that there was an element of calculated control behind the scenes. According to what Jaguar allegedly shared, there were instances where key decisions in Beyoncé's career, song selection, album releases, collaborations, and even brand deals, were allegedly influenced heavily by Jay-Z, sometimes with her consent and other times allegedly without it. Fans remember the early 2000s Destiny's Child controversies, the lineup changes, the lawsuits, and the label negotiations. Jaguar allegedly claims she witnessed or heard about moments where Jay-Z's team had a direct hand in navigating those career-shaping events. Alleged screenshots of DMs and messages, as Jaguar suggested in her live, point to meetings where decisions were being made behind closed doors. And sometimes, the people making those decisions weren't Beyoncé herself. Social media is already blowing up over this because if true, it challenges the narrative of Beyoncé as completely independent in her rise. The story only gets more intense when you consider past controversies and beefs. Fans remember when Jaguar Wright publicly criticized parts of the music industry for mistreatment of female artists. Her track record makes her claims feel credible to many fans, even if the receipts are partially alleged. She's been consistent about revealing backstage dealings, from label politics to artist exploitation. So when she says Jay-Z allegedly pimped out Beyoncé, her words, repeated in the live stream, it carries weight in the eyes of insiders and social media commentators. People are already replaying the live clip, pausing every word, analyzing every inflection, and debating what's fact versus what's opinion. And let's not forget the public persona. Jay-Z has always been seen as the savvy mogul who can do no wrong, while Beyoncé has been framed as the queen of empowerment. But according to Jaguar, there were tensions, struggles, and power dynamics behind the scenes that nobody has talked about. Alleged texts she described hinted at meetings with executives, managers, and collaborators that paint a picture of strategic maneuvering, where Beyoncé may have had less control than the public thinks. Fans are shocked because this narrative contradicts everything widely reported about Beyoncé's rise to superstardom. Jaguar allegedly also touched on previous conflicts between artists and labels, referencing moments in the early 2000s where emerging female artists were often guided by male executives and established stars. Her claim is that Jay-Z's influence in Beyoncé's career was part mentorship, part calculated maneuvering, and part control that benefited him and his business empire. Screenshots of alleged conversations between label executives, managers, and insiders reportedly corroborate this, showing discussions about how to maximize revenue and visibility for Beyoncé, sometimes allegedly sidelining her own creative input. Fans have already dug up old interviews, tweets, and public appearances to try to match Jaguar's claims to historical events. For instance, the timing of Beyoncé's first solo projects, key collaborations, and major branding moves now looks different in light of Jaguar's live. Allegedly, some of these moves were suggested, or pressured, by Jay-Z or his team in ways that have never been publicly acknowledged. The implications are massive because it reframes the understanding of Beyoncé's autonomy during the critical early stages of her solo career. Adding more fuel to the fire, Jaguar allegedly discussed how this alleged influence extended beyond music into business ventures. Reports suggest that Jay-Z may have guided negotiations for endorsements, partnerships, and brand collaborations that Beyoncé became involved with. While many of these deals are public knowledge, the behind-the-scenes strategy, and allegedly how much control Jay-Z exerted, has never been openly discussed until now. Alleged insider screenshots show discussions where Beyoncé's creative choices were reportedly weighed against marketability and revenue. And fans are already dissecting what this might mean for the idea of Queen Bey as a fully independent force. And history shows this wasn't just a one-time incident. Jaguar allegedly claims she witnessed repeated patterns of influence, meetings where executives deferred to Jay-Z's opinion, strategic collaborations that seemed artist-driven, but were allegedly heavily managed by his team, and moments where Beyoncé's public image was carefully crafted by a combination of her team and Jay-Z's input. Fans are shocked because if even a fraction of this is true, it challenges the narrative of Beyoncé as entirely self-directed. Social media is buzzing with questions about whether every career milestone, award, and chart-topping single had layers of influence nobody knew about. Of course, there's also context to consider. Beyoncé has always been portrayed as ambitious, talented, and fiercely independent. Jay-Z is a mogul who's been in the game for decades, with a reputation for shrewd business moves and artist development. Jaguar's revelation allegedly shines a light on how those two forces may have intersected in ways that were mutually beneficial, but also complicated, messy, and controversial. Fans are already debating whether what she described is standard industry maneuvering or something far more manipulative. And let's not forget the previous beefs Jaguar has had publicly with industry executives and artists. She has never shied away from calling out alleged misconduct or exploitation, which is why her latest claims about Beyoncé and Jay-Z are gaining traction. Allegedly, she described moments where she personally saw or heard about meetings, discussions, and texts that paint a picture of behind-the-scenes decisions nobody else saw. Social media detectives are already attempting to cross-reference these claims with old footage, interviews, and public records, and the discussions are intense. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and debates about loyalty, manipulation, and empowerment are everywhere. Finally, Jaguar allegedly teased that there's more to come, details she couldn't fully disclose on the live stream, including texts, screenshots, and insider messages that point to even more dramatic scenarios. Fans are already anticipating follow-ups, with speculation about unreleased audio, private communications, and business deals. The intensity of what she dropped has already set the internet ablaze, and insiders claim that once these additional pieces surface, it could completely reshape the narrative about one of the most celebrated power couples in music history. All roads, according to Jaguar, led to this moment. Years of carefully crafted public image, strategic industry moves, and alleged private control intersecting with artistry, ambition, and fame. And now that she's allegedly lifted the veil, the question becomes, what's real, what's orchestrated, and what's still hidden behind closed doors? Fans are left hanging on every word, and the anticipation is already building for the next shocking twist she plans to reveal. Things escalated faster than anyone expected. According to Jaguar Wright's Live, the tension between what Beyoncé supposedly wanted and what Jay-Z allegedly orchestrated came to a head in a series of meetings in the early 2000s. Jaguar allegedly described a moment where she was in a studio with key players, managers, label executives, and collaborators, and witnessed firsthand how decisions were being funneled through Jay-Z rather than Beyoncé herself. It was like she was being advised, but someone else was calling the shots, she allegedly said, voice cracking, pausing to show fans what she claimed were screenshots of messages from insiders who were supposedly present. Alleged leaked texts from this time show a manager messaging Jay-Z, "She's talented, but she needs a push in the right direction. Don't let her get ahead without guidance." Jaguar allegedly claimed that messages like these were commonplace, and they hinted at a level of control that fans never saw publicly. Screenshots allegedly included timestamps and usernames partially redacted, showing that discussions about music direction, collaborations, and even image branding often ran through Jay-Z's camp first. Fans are already going wild dissecting the language, debating whether this was mentorship, manipulation, or something far more insidious. The first alleged confrontation reportedly happened at a studio in Atlanta, where Beyoncé supposedly expressed frustration over having limited input on her own projects. Jaguar allegedly described Beyoncé pacing, visibly upset, and asking pointed questions about why certain songs were being prioritized or withheld. "I made this, why is it not mine?" she allegedly said, according to Jaguar. An insider reportedly responded, "You're young, you don't see the bigger picture yet." Fans immediately drew parallels to known unreleased tracks and canceled collaborations from that era, claiming this could be the first public hint that not everything in Beyoncé's catalog came from her own decisions. Jaguar allegedly dropped the first bombshell twist when she revealed that some of Beyoncé's biggest early collaborations, including features with artists now considered legends, were allegedly not entirely her choice. Screenshots of leaked emails she described reportedly show Jay-Z's management team negotiating features, messaging other artists, and setting up agreements behind the scenes. One supposed email read, "We'll handle everything. She'll just show up for the recording." Fans erupted in disbelief, emotions ran high, and social media debates erupted about whether Beyoncé had autonomy or was being guided for strategic gain. Then things reportedly got more personal. Jaguar allegedly claimed that she received messages from someone close to Beyoncé, hinting at emotional stress caused by the alleged control. "She's grateful for the guidance, but it eats at her. Sometimes she feels trapped," one alleged DM read. Fans were shocked, and Twitter threads began comparing this to moments when Beyoncé appeared exhausted in public performances or interviews. Jaguar didn't reveal names, but the implication was enough to send the internet into a frenzy, with fans debating the line between mentorship and manipulation. Another alleged twist involved alleged negotiations over branding and endorsements. Jaguar supposedly showed fans what she described as screenshots of conversations where Jay-Z allegedly instructed managers to steer Beyoncé toward specific deals. This aligns with the empire we're building. One text allegedly read, and allegedly another said, "She'll thank us later." Fans instantly connected this to early sponsorships, tour, and magazine features, arguing that it painted a different picture than the one presented to the public. Emotional reactions were through the roof, and fan pages began dissecting every early career decision Beyoncé made. Alleged screenshots Jaguar described also showed conversations about Beyoncé's public image. Jaguar allegedly said she had proof that executives discussed clothing choices, interviews, and media appearances, all allegedly filtered through Jay-Z's influence. They were building the queen, but someone else was deciding her crown, she allegedly said. Fans argued endlessly over whether this was standard industry strategy or exploitation, and comments were filled with shock, disbelief, and heated debate. Then Jaguar allegedly revealed a text exchange that allegedly stunned even the most loyal fans. It supposedly involved Jay-Z texting an executive during a pivotal moment in Beyoncé's career. "She's talented, but we need to make sure she doesn't make the wrong move. I'll handle it." Jaguar claimed the screenshot showed timestamps from the early 2000s, before Beyoncé's breakout solo projects, suggesting a level of oversight fans hadn't realized. Social media blew up. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and conspiracy threads began connecting dots between alleged control, early album releases, and strategic collaborations. The first twist Jaguar allegedly dropped during her live is what she called the blueprint. She claimed to have insider knowledge that Beyoncé's early decisions about music, image, and branding were strategically influenced by Jay-Z in ways that maximized visibility and profit. Allegedly, leaked texts from a manager read, "Every move is pre-approved. Nothing slips past him." Jaguar emphasized that this wasn't rumors she heard. She claimed screenshots, alleged DMs, and insider confirmations backed her account. Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. Social media exploded, and even mainstream outlets were picking up whispers of the revelation. Then came the alleged emotional fallout. Jaguar claimed that behind closed doors, Beyoncé reportedly struggled with the balance between gratitude for guidance and resentment at lack of autonomy. An alleged DM from an insider read, "She's loyal, but sometimes it's too much. She feels her voice is being drowned out." Fans debated the authenticity, emotions ran high, and commentary threads on Twitter and Instagram exploded, with some defending Jay-Z's mentorship and others condemning alleged manipulation. Allegedly, the first twist got even bigger when Jaguar hinted at a secret meeting involving both artists, their management, and label executives. She described it as a room full of power, influence, and tension, where critical decisions about Beyoncé's career were allegedly made without her direct input. Alleged screenshots described discussion points for album rollout strategies, media appearances, and brand partnerships, all supposedly approved and funneled by Jay-Z's team. Fans immediately began speculating which albums and deals were influenced by these discussions. Emotions ran high, and debates about power, control, and influence dominated every social media thread. The alleged proof Jaguar provided also suggested that Beyoncé's early touring decisions were strategically guided, with specific dates, markets, and collaborations orchestrated by Jay-Z's team. Allegedly, a leaked text from a former tour manager read, "He's handling the route. She just performs." Fans were shocked, and speculation about how much autonomy Beyoncé truly had during that formative period dominated discussion forums. Emotions ran high, and fan theories exploded across Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. And then the wild twist Jaguar dropped allegedly changed everything. She claimed that there were moments when Beyoncé herself allegedly resisted, and Jay-Z allegedly had to personally intervene. Alleged texts described heated debates, with Jay-Z allegedly writing, "You'll thank me later, trust the plan." Fans reacted instantly. Emotions ran high. Social media exploded with speculation about whether Beyoncé's rise to superstardom came with compromises no one knew about, and fan pages created threads connecting every possible early career decision to this alleged orchestration. Jaguar concluded that segment with a cliffhanger. She allegedly hinted that even bigger revelations were coming, including private conversations, emails, and screenshots that could allegedly expose not just influence, but manipulation at levels nobody expected. She repeatedly emphasized, "This story doesn't end here. The next piece will shock you." Fans were left stunned, emotions ran high, and hashtags started trending immediately, setting the stage for the next explosive reveal. The moment Jaguar Wright hinted at more receipts, social media completely erupted. Fans were scrambling to find every old interview, behind-the-scenes clip, and public appearance that might connect to what she was allegedly saying. Twitter threads were popping up with titles like Beyoncé's Rise Rewritten and Jay-Z's Secret Playbook Exposed. Hashtags exploded. Jaguar leaks, #Queen Bey controlled, Beyonce truth. Within minutes, fans were dissecting every album rollout, every feature, every single public image choice Beyoncé had ever made, trying to see patterns that could validate Jaguar's claims. According to Jaguar, the escalation started when alleged screenshots surfaced from what she described as internal label communications. Messages allegedly showed executives debating Beyoncé's singles, with comments like, "We need to run it by Hav first," and "She'll benefit from the exposure, but he calls the final shot." Jaguar allegedly claimed she had the full thread and read parts of it aloud to the live audience, making fans gasp. The implications were huge. If even part of this is true, it reframes Beyoncé's early career as a calculated operation guided by someone else's hand, rather than purely her own artistry. Emotions ran high. Fans were shocked. Comments were flooding in. Some defended Jay-Z's alleged mentorship as necessary for an artist's growth, while others condemned it as manipulative control. Then came the second shocking revelation Jaguar dropped, and this is the one that had the internet in total chaos. Allegedly, she revealed that some of Beyoncé's major early collaborations, including tracks that defined her as an independent artist, were originally pitched to other performers, and Jay-Z allegedly redirected them to Beyoncé strategically. Screenshots allegedly showed texts between executives saying, "This could have gone elsewhere, but Hav wants her to shine here." Fans were stunned. Emotions ran high. Twitter threads lit up with theories, speculations, and calls for receipts. Memes began circulating almost instantly, imagining what could have happened if Beyoncé hadn't received those tracks. Jaguar also allegedly highlighted how celebrity pages and influencers reacted in real time. Alleged insider sources reported that pages like at Beehive Central and at Hip Hop Leaks 7 were already posting screenshots and dissecting Jaguar's live frame by frame. Tweets from influencers allegedly started circulating that read, "If Jaguar's screenshots are real, everything we thought we knew about Queen Bey's autonomy is a lie, and this explains why some early moves never made sense publicly." The intensity of fan reactions was massive, emotions ran high, arguments erupted in comment sections, and the story had reached a fever pitch. One alleged Twitter thread that Jaguar referenced was a fan-led investigation into Beyoncé's first solo album rollout. Screenshots allegedly showed executives coordinating press, photo shoots, and release dates, allegedly with Jay-Z's approval or input. Jaguar allegedly read excerpts aloud. "We're making sure she hits every market strategically. Hav's input is critical here." Fans immediately started mapping this onto actual events, magazine covers, performances, and interviews from that era. Emotions ran high, and many were shocked to see the alignment with Jaguar's alleged leaks. Then came the alleged insider commentary. Jaguar reportedly revealed that several unnamed industry executives and former collaborators had allegedly confirmed to her off-camera that Jay-Z's influence wasn't just mentorship, it was strategic oversight. Jaguar allegedly quoted one source as saying, "He knew how to control the narrative. She was brilliant, but he made sure everything aligned with the empire he was building." Fans debated endlessly. Was this typical industry maneuvering, or something more manipulative? Social media blew up. with multiple threads asking whether Beyoncé's artistry had been subtly steered for financial and branding purposes. Allegedly, Jaguar also discussed emotional tension during these early years. Screenshots she described from insider sources reportedly revealed Beyoncé expressing frustration with her own team. "I want to do it my way, but everyone listens to him first." Allegedly, another text read, "Trust me, this is bigger than the music." Fans were shocked, and emotions ran high across Instagram fan pages and Twitter debates. People were dissecting every performance and press moment for signs of tension or subtle control. Jaguar allegedly said the shocking reveal didn't stop there. She claimed she had screenshots of messages suggesting that Beyoncé's public image was not just curated by her creative team, but heavily influenced by Jay-Z's counsel. Allegedly, executives were coordinating interviews, appearances, and even her wardrobe with explicit instructions from Jay-Z. Jaguar allegedly quoted a leaked message. "We approve what she wears, how she speaks, and where she appears. Hav oversees all." Fans were stunned. Comments were filled with shock, debate, and speculation. Emotions ran high. Social media was essentially exploding in real time. Then came the fan pages allegedly dissecting every Beyoncé music video for signs of control, mapping lyrics, styling choices, and collaborations back to what Jaguar claimed were texts or instructions. Screenshots allegedly described strategy meetings, where Jay-Z supposedly approved music video concepts, album artwork, and even choreographers. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and the analysis quickly went viral. People were questioning whether Queen Bey's creative freedom had been shaped more than previously believed. Allegedly, Jaguar didn't stop there. She allegedly hinted at even more sensitive content. Screenshots allegedly showing private conversations between Beyoncé and her management, suggesting that she occasionally resisted certain directives, and Jay-Z allegedly intervened. Allegedly, one text read, "I know you want to do it your way, but trust the plan. It's bigger than us." Fans went into overdrive. Emotions ran high. Twitter debates erupted into subfactions, those defending Jay-Z's guidance, those condemning alleged manipulation, and those questioning the authenticity of the screenshots themselves. Then came another alleged twist. Jaguar allegedly claimed she had proof of a meeting where Beyoncé's early endorsements and brand deals were allegedly strategically negotiated to maximize Jay-Z's business influence. Screenshots allegedly included messages like, "Ensure alignment with Hav's ventures. She'll benefit, but it must match the plan." Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and social media blew up. Memes, threads, and debates escalated, turning this story into a trending topic that spanned multiple platforms in hours. Finally, Jaguar allegedly ended the escalation segment by teasing that even bigger revelations were coming. She allegedly hinted at unreleased texts, emails, and private conversations that could reveal not just influence, but emotional and strategic manipulation at levels nobody expected. She repeatedly emphasized, "This isn't the end. The next twist is going to shatter assumptions about Beyoncé's career and Jay-Z's role in it." Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and the internet collectively held its breath, waiting for the next explosive segment. Once Jaguar Wright's live went viral, the reaction across the music world was instantaneous. Fans were divided within minutes. On Twitter, threads exploded, with hashtags like Jaguar Leaks, Beyoncé Truth, and Hav Control trending nationally. Meme accounts jumped on the story immediately, posting screenshots of Jaguar's alleged texts with captions like, "When your career is guided by someone else and you didn't even know it," or "Queen Bey" or "Queen Bey's plan managed by Hav." Emotions ran high, and the comment sections were absolute chaos. Fans were screaming, crying, and arguing all at the same time. Some defended Jay-Z's alleged mentorship, claiming every superstar needs guidance early in their career, while others condemned what Jaguar allegedly exposed as manipulation. The divisions were palpable, and discussions spilled over into Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube comment threads. Celebrity pages and fan accounts weren't waiting around either. Pages like at Bay Hive Central and at Hip Hop Leaks 7 began posting alleged screenshots from Jaguar's live, breaking down every alleged text and conversation she mentioned. One post described a purported DM between Jay-Z and a manager. "She's talented, but we have to make sure she stays on the right path." Fans flooded the comments with shocked reactions, speculation, and, in many cases, outrage. Emotions ran high, and debates about autonomy, manipulation, and mentorship dominated every platform. Some users created elaborate timelines mapping Jaguar's alleged revelations onto Beyoncé's early career, attempting to find patterns that confirmed or contradicted her claims. Even industry insiders allegedly began weighing in. Leaked messages, shared by other sources, suggested that some executives privately acknowledged Jay-Z's influence over Beyoncé's early career decisions. Allegedly, one executive said, "I can't speak publicly, but the blueprint Jaguar mentioned, that's not far off." Social media immediately blew up with speculation over who this could be, and fans began connecting dots between albums, singles, tour, and public appearances. Emotions ran high. Discussions weren't just happening among casual fans, they spread into forums like Reddit, Discord, and private fan groups, where debates became more heated by the hour. News outlets also picked up on the story, with entertainment blogs running headlines like Jaguar Wright claims Jay-Z shaped Beyoncé's career behind the scenes. An industry insider allegedly confirms Beyoncé's early decisions influenced by Jay-Z. Even though mainstream media was careful to label these claims as alleged, the coverage gave the story legitimacy in the eyes of many fans. Memes, posts, and commentary amplified the story even further, spreading across platforms and sparking conversations about power dynamics in the music industry. Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. Entire communities were debating the line between mentorship and control, and the family, figuratively speaking, the fans, was left divided. The alleged evidence Jaguar referenced became a point of obsession. TikTok videos recreated alleged screenshots and live moments frame by frame, narrating texts, emails, and private messages that supposedly revealed Jay-Z's influence. One video showed alleged leaked messages overlaid with images of Beyoncé performing iconic early hits, while captions emphasized, "Everything was approved. Everything. Hav oversaw it all." Fans reacted with disbelief and amazement. Comments were full of shock, speculation, and intense debate. Emotions ran high, and some were claiming that if the allegations were true, Beyoncé's narrative as a self-directed superstar might need to be rewritten entirely. Even other celebrities allegedly got involved behind the scenes. Sources claimed that certain artists close to Jay-Z and Beyoncé were privately reacting to Jaguar's claims. Allegedly, Diddy, Timbaland, and even some of Beyoncé's former collaborators were caught in alleged discussions about the live stream. Leaks allegedly described comments like, "This is going to shake things up," and "wait until people see the receipts." Fans immediately speculated about whether these celebrities were validating Jaguar's claims or simply expressing concern about the fallout. Emotions ran high, and social media became a battlefield for every possible opinion. Fan factions became more aggressive. Some fans outright defended Beyoncé and Jay-Z, claiming Jaguar's claims were exaggerated or taken out of context. Others used alleged screenshots she shared to argue that Beyoncé's early autonomy might have been more limited than previously thought. Debates flared on Instagram stories, Twitter threads, TikTok comment sections, and YouTube comment feeds. Emotions ran high. Memes comparing Beyoncé to a chess piece in Jay-Z's empire spread like wildfire. Even conspiracy threads emerged, connecting Jaguar's alleged screenshots to historical industry decisions and album rollouts. Fans were shocked, and the family, meaning the collective Beyhive, was left divided. The story also sparked discussions about broader industry trends. Music bloggers and YouTube commentators allegedly started exploring the pattern of male moguls shaping female artists' careers. Allegedly, threads emerged comparing Jay-Z's alleged influence over Beyoncé to similar scenarios with other female artists in the early 2000s. This added even more intensity. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and discussions went beyond just the live stream to systemic conversations about mentorship, control, and exploitation in the music industry. Jaguar allegedly said during her live that she had even more evidence on deck, screenshots, messages, and off-camera confirmations that could reveal the next layer of the story. Fans were already speculating what could come next, trying to guess which songs, collaborations, or business deals might be implicated. Emotions ran high. Social media continued to explode with reactions, and memes, Twitter threads, and fan pages kept the narrative alive and spreading at lightning speed. By the time the live ended, the story had infiltrated nearly every corner of the fan ecosystem. Industry insiders allegedly told Jaguar off-camera that they were worried about the ripple effect, and leaked comments suggested that Jay-Z's team might be monitoring reactions closely. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and discussions were far from over. The alleged evidence, paired with Jaguar's reputation for insider accuracy, made the claims feel credible to a significant portion of the audience, further fueling speculation. Finally, Jaguar allegedly teased that the next revelation would include private conversations she claims could completely upend everything fans think they know about Beyoncé and Jay-Z's relationship dynamics. Emotions ran high. Fans were already buzzing about the upcoming drop. Social media was ready, meme pages were prepared, and industry insiders were allegedly holding their breath. The story had gone from explosive to completely uncontainable, leaving everyone with a single question. What's coming next, and how deep does this rabbit hole go? Just when fans thought they had processed Jaguar Wright's previous revelations, she allegedly dropped the bombshell that shook social media to its core. During an exclusive segment of her live, she claimed to have uncovered private conversations that directly implicated not just strategic oversight, but alleged emotional manipulation behind Beyoncé's early career decisions. Allegedly, one leaked text from what she described as a now-deleted executive account read, "She thinks she's making choices, but everything is designed for maximum impact. He's got the playbook." Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. Twitter threads exploded, with hashtags like Beyoncé Blueprint, Have Control, and Jaguar Exposes trending worldwide. Then came the first part of the final twist. Jaguar allegedly revealed that some of Beyoncé's early music, tracks that fans considered deeply personal, were reportedly influenced by executives who were allegedly in direct communication with Jay-Z. Screenshots she described allegedly showed group chats where lines, themes, and collaborations were allegedly suggested or approved by him. One allegedly leaked message read, "We need her story, but it has to align with the plan." Fans were horrified. Emotions ran high. Conspiracy threads erupted, analyzing lyrics, performances, and interviews to find evidence of this alleged orchestration. The second part of the bombshell allegedly involved Beyoncé's public image and the way she was marketed to the world. Jaguar claimed to have screenshots and emails allegedly showing that certain iconic photo shoots, magazine covers, and even wardrobe choices were allegedly cleared by Jay-Z first. Allegedly, one email read, "Make sure the image aligns with Hav's vision for the empire. She's brilliant, but the messaging is critical." Fans immediately began speculating about every early public appearance, connecting dots between alleged instructions and visual cues. Social media exploded. Emotions ran high. Fans debated whether this was standard industry strategy or something deeper. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. Jaguar allegedly revealed that an early collaborator had texted her off-camera to confirm that Beyoncé allegedly expressed frustration behind the scenes. "She loves the music, but sometimes it's not even hers to decide," Jaguar allegedly read aloud. Screenshots supposedly showed a conversation with a collaborator stating, "We knew she had the talent, but he made sure nothing slipped past his supervision." Fans were shocked. Emotions ran high. Social media blew up with speculation about whether the Queen herself had been more of a participant in someone else's plan than previously understood. Jaguar then allegedly hinted at even more explosive evidence. She claimed to have messages allegedly showing that Jay-Z personally intervened when Beyoncé considered projects that might have disrupted the plan. Allegedly, one message read, "Stop, wait, this will affect everything, trust me." Allegedly, a subsequent conversation included another executive commenting, "She's frustrated, but the empire comes first." Fans were horrified. Emotions ran high. Twitter threads and TikTok videos exploded overnight, breaking down timelines and analyzing lyrics and visuals for proof. Allegedly, the final twist included a revelation about Beyoncé's first major solo tour. Screenshots Jaguar described allegedly showed that every detail, from setlists to stage design, song transitions, and even wardrobe, was reportedly vetted by Jay-Z and his team. One alleged message read, "She'll perform, but the blueprint is ours." Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and fan pages exploded with arguments and debates over artistic autonomy versus strategic guidance. Memes, threads, and TikTok reactions spread like wildfire. Jaguar allegedly ended the live with a cliffhanger that left everyone questioning what they thought they knew. She hinted at private conversations that could allegedly reveal a betrayal by someone close to Beyoncé, potentially reshaping the narrative of her entire early career. This isn't just about guidance or mentorship. There's a hidden layer nobody knows yet, she allegedly said, pausing for dramatic effect. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and social media was in absolute chaos. Speculation ran wild about who the alleged betrayer could be, and threads exploded with theories. Finally, Jaguar allegedly teased the next installment. She claimed there were screenshots, alleged DMs, and insider confirmations that could allegedly prove the final piece of the puzzle. "When I show you the last set of messages, everything changes. Nothing will ever look the same," she allegedly said. Fans were left stunned. Emotions ran high. The internet collectively held its breath, waiting for the next bombshell. Social media exploded with questions, theories, and heated debates. Jaguar had successfully left the audience on the edge of their seats, desperate for the next revelation. The story ended, for now, in a swirl of chaos. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and the family of Beyoncé fans was left divided and questioning everything. Jaguar Wright's alleged screenshots, messages, and insider claims had created a moment of viral tension that no one could ignore, leaving the internet alive with speculation and debate about what was real, what was orchestrated, and what the next revelation could possibly reveal. All right, fam, listen up. This is where we need your take. You just saw Jaguar Wright drop what could be the most explosive allegations in recent music history. Screenshots, alleged DMs, insider confirmations, and even hints at private betrayals. It's wild. Now I need you to weigh in. Comment who you think is telling the truth. Do you believe Jaguar, or do you think this is all exaggerated for clicks? Don't hold back. I want to see those debates, hot takes, and breakdowns in the comments, because trust me, this story is far from over. Hit that like button if you were shocked by the alleged screenshots and insider claims. Share this video with your friends and your Beyhive or Hav fans so we can get this discussion going everywhere. And if you're new here, smash that subscribe button because you don't want to miss the next installment of this saga. The next drop could reveal even more screenshots, alleged text messages, and private conversations that might completely rewrite what you think you know about Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and the early years of her career. Also, make sure to turn on that notification bell. You want to be first in the comment sections when we go live with the next explosive update. Because once Jaguar shares the next batch of alleged leaks, this story will blow up even bigger. Fans are already dissecting every lyric, every music video, every move Beyoncé made during those formative years, and you'll want to be part of that conversation. Finally, I need you to speculate boldly. Who do you think was really in control? Was it Jay-Z guiding the empire, Beyoncé quietly asserting herself behind the scenes, or someone else entirely? Comment your theories, share your hot takes, and let's get this debate trending.